Imagine walking into your childhood home, but this time it isn't for a holiday or a birthday. This time it's to get your parents' home ready for sale. Maybe your parent has passed away, maybe they become incapacitated, or maybe they needed to move into assisted living. Saying goodbye to a place full of memories and decades of experiences is one of the hardest things families will ever go through. So if you're in this season right now, I'm really sorry. And I want you to know you don't have to figure this out alone. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to give you a clear roadmap, what to do first, what to avoid, and how to move through this in a way that protects your family and protects the value of the home. Hi, I'm Tina Veltri, and I help people buy, build, sell, and relocate to Florida's Space Coast. And I grew up right here. Over the years, I've helped a lot of families navigate this difficult process, including many people that I've known most of my life that I went to high school with and their families. So I really do understand how emotional and overwhelming this can feel. Now, before I get into it, if you're going through this right now and you have questions, even if you're not ready to sell yet, you can reach out to me anytime. Leave a comment, send a message, or use the contact link in the description below. I'll help you think through the next step. Even if you're not in Brevard County, you can still reach out. I work with great agents across the country, and I can truly connect you with someone in your area that has experience with this type of sale. Step 1, get the right people on the same page. The first mistake I often see families make is not having one designated point person. When multiple family members are involved, emotions can run high, and it can turn into a conflict over the home, the price, what needs to be updated, belongings, what should be fixed or left, all of it. And when people are spread all over the country, it gets even harder. It doesn't mean that everyone isn't involved. They should be. But one point person keeps the process moving. I've worked with families where I'm communicating with 5 siblings. And having that one contact person, that one point person, that one organizer made a huge difference in keeping things from stalling. And I'm going to say this right here in step 1, very clearly. Before you do anything else, make sure that you have the legal authority to sell the home. You may have a will or a trust. Perhaps probate is involved, or there are estate questions. You need to talk to an attorney first. And I'm used to this process. I can help you navigate through that and also put you in touch with attorneys that can help you, whether it's something easy and you can write up yourself or something that is more detailed and they can help you with. I cannot overemphasize this enough. This is the most important first step. I've seen a home get listed when everyone thought they had the legal right to sell, but the title company found out they didn't. And the court needed to approve this before the sale. The timeline blew up and the buyers didn't want to wait. My buyers actually walked away and they moved on to the next home. So this isn't just paperwork. This step protects the entire transaction. And if you're thinking, I don't even know what I don't know, that's exactly why you need help early. Step 2, make a plan before you start clearing the house. One of the biggest mistakes I see families make is jumping straight into clearing out the home. Make sure that, you are taking your time, deciding what you want to keep, deciding what maybe you need to get rid of. But before you start hauling all those boxes, you need a plan, a timeline, a budget, and a clear decision on what's going to stay, what goes, what gets donated, and what needs to be sold. And also, what are you going to repair or are you not? Are you going to upgrade anything or are you not? All these questions are extremely important in the planning phase. I worked with a family where the daughter lived in New York and her mom had to go into assisted living. She couldn't get down here to help in the process, so I took over. I went into the home, I assessed it, and it was clear how dated this home was and full of clutter. The best move in this situation was not renovating. It was decluttering, deep cleaning, and presenting the home honestly for the right buyer. And it worked. It was enough for that particular situation. If this feels overwhelming, I put together a Selling a Parent's Home guide that walks you through the steps, the timelines, and common mistakes that I see families running into. You can get that in the link in the description below. Step 3, understand the condition and focus on what matters most. Families often assume the home is in great condition, and emotionally that makes sense. But buyers and lenders look at condition differently, and certain things can stop a deal cold. I once handled an estate with 3 properties. One was a beachside condo. It was pretty much ready for market. The second home needed some maintenance, and we did a pre-listing inspection, and it showed that the HVAC system would not pass inspection, so the sellers replaced it. The third, I couldn't even assess the home properly until it was completely cleared out. There was so much in it. And once it was empty, there were some major issues. And I knew it was never going to pass inspection or be able to get financing. And so a cash solution was the right path for that home. Every home is different. The goal is to understand what you're working with before buyers discover it during inspections and make a plan accordingly so there are no surprises. Step 4, price with strategy, not emotion. This part is hard. I know it is. It's the home maybe that you grew up with. And maybe you've spent weeks getting it ready for sale, doing maintenance, cleaning out the home, maybe even updating things. It's very common to attach emotional value to the price. But emotional value does not equal market value. Pricing too high usually leads to one thing: the home sits. And when a home sits, sellers get stress. And buyers often wonder, what's wrong with this home, even when there's nothing wrong. I have seen so many families price a home too high, and it ends up sitting on the market for months on end, only to sell the home for the correct price that they should have priced it from the beginning. Step 5, don't wait too long to bring in the right help. It is never too early to start the planning process. And a common mistake I see is families waiting too long to bring in a professional realtor who understands this type of sale and who can help guide them. Families are overwhelmed. Some can even consider for sale by owner. Some just don't even know where to start. But the sooner you get guidance, the right guidance, the sooner you avoid wasting time and money on the wrong things. But the sooner you get the right guidance, the sooner you avoid wasting time and money on the wrong repairs, the wrong updates, and the wrong strategy. One of my listings involved working with 2 siblings. Their mom had just passed, and months of preparation went into this before the home ever hit the market. They were saying goodbye to their mom. They took their time. They decided what they were going to keep, what they were going to let go of, and navigating a lot of emotion at that time. I assessed the home and decided an estate sale was really what we needed to do. This home was filled. It was a large home and it was filled with things the siblings did not want. We also sorted what would be donated and what was junk. We even dealt with old chemicals that people just really don't think about. Once the home was cleared, it was staged and professionally photographed, because that's what this home required. Remember, every situation is different, and the plan should match the home and the family, not some generic checklist. So if you're selling a parent's home, whether it's local or you're managing this from out of state, you don't have to carry this alone. If you want help, here's what happens next. First, we do a quick call so I understand your timeline, your family situation, and what's going on with the home. Then I help get you clarity on owner basics and probate questions if they apply. And if attorney needs to be involved, I can get you in touch with trusted attorneys. Next, we'll walk through the home in person or by video, and you can get a clear written path. What to keep, what to donate, what to repair, how to prepare the home for market, how we price it, and what the realistic timeline looks like. I often suggest a pre-listing inspection so we know all the issues of the home before it hits the market. And if you need any vendors for repairs, I can help you with that as well. I can coordinate the right people so you're not juggling 10 different calls when you're already carrying so much. And don't forget, you can always download my Selling a Parent's Home Guide. It's in the description below. This is a very specialized type of sale. It's not just putting a sign in the yard. It requires planning, sensitivity, and real strategy so that it runs smoothly and protects your family. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I do read all the comments. And if you're in this situation right now, just know I'm here. Again, I'm Tina Veltri, a realtor on the Space Coast of Florida. Thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next video.